Start. Madam, many a time this matter has been discussed elaborately in this august house. I also express my grave concern as far as the latest drought situation is concerned. Madam, we are well aware that during last year in the month of July and August in the same session, that is in the monsoon session, this house had elaborately discussed the flood situation. But all the predictions have proved wrong and a severe drought has affected all parts of the country now, especially the northern parts of our country. As far as very clearly mentioned, the delay in the arrival of the monsoon in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Andhra Pradesh, and even in Delhi is creating a great deal of apprehension in the minds of the people as a whole. Last year, we had a discussion on another monsoon related problem, floods, and this year also we are talking about the delayed monsoon. In this connection, I would like to say that though the state of Kerala, which I represent, is not so seriously affected by the problem of delayed rainfall, there is a severe decline in the rainfall, especially the southwest monsoon has not been so good this year. Normally, the southwest monsoon starts in early June, but so far the rainfall has not been affected or intensive in the state of Kerala also. That shows the gravity of the whole situation which is prevailing in this country. The delayed monsoon or inadequate rains are affecting the livelihood of not only the agriculturists but the livelihood of all the people of this country. Madam, in my state, the people are mainly dependent on hydroelectric power, but the water level of various dams has considerably gone down. The statistical data shows that if it continuously goes down for a period of 1 month, there would be a total power cut in the state of Kerala because the state is totally dependent on hydroelectric power. If this is the situation in a state like Kerala, which normally has a rich rainfall, we can just imagine what could be consequences of inadequate rainfall in the states like Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, Rajasthan, and other such states. Madam, now I would like to point out one thing regarding the Indian Meteorological Department. Even in the last week of May, the Indian Meteorological Department had predicted that heavy rain would come and they had even warned the fishermen and the agriculturists in this regard. But nothing has happened. All the predictions of this government department have been proved wrong. I am not finding any fault with our scientists or with our Indian Meteorological Department as far as this particular aspect is concerned, but the thing is that something has gone wrong. That has to be admitted. Madam, about the scarcity of water and the water management system, I would like to say one or two things. Nowadays, we are having the advantage of the developments in science and technology, especially in space technology, ocean development, etc. We have advanced a lot in all those fields, but even after all these advancements, even after having made tremendous progress in these fields, we are not able to change the traditional water management policy in our country. We are still pursuing the same water policy which is in existence for the last so many decades, even after so many new developments have come into existence in the field of science and technology, space technology, etc. We are not able to meet the challenge. We are not able to predict in advance about these natural calamities and take precautionary measures at the appropriate time so as to meet the challenge. That is the position even after so much of progress in science and technology. We know that so many dams have been constructed. I am not going into the details of all these due to paucity of time. A large number of downtrodden people, Adivasi people belonging to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes have been evacuated from their places and huge dams were constructed. Now, what is the result of all this? Madam, when something like drought or floods take place, mainly the downtrodden people affected. Here also, due to drought, the sufferers are the agricultural laborers because of poverty and joblessness. They have no job because the agricultural fields have nothing to offer them. So the people all over the country are being greatly affected by this delayed monsoon, and this would affect the whole country in the near future. Madam, I would also like to say one thing about the alternative planning of river management. We are having plenty of water. So many water disputes are already going on in this country. I am not going into all those disputes. For example, there is the Kaveri water dispute which has been going on for years. But I am not going into all those things because it is under the consideration of the government, the Kaveri Water Authority, and even court proceedings are going on. So the river management policy has also to be revamped so as to exploit the and make the maximum use of it. That is my another suggestion. Now I come to the other point. In the last session, we had discussed the issue of scarcity of water, and many distinguished members of this House had made valuable suggestions in this regard. One of the suggestions was that we should have a specific policy on rainwater harvesting. We should evolve an effective plan to have rainwater harvesting. I would like to know from the government what steps they have taken to implement the policy relating to rainwater harvesting. We know that we are not able to use the rainwater